Steph, thank you so much. So these are tough days indeed for restaurant and small business owners in regions which have basically been rolled back in this revised stage 2. The Ford government yesterday announcing $300 million for affected businesses in Toronto, Peel and Ottawa to offset things like hydro and tax bills. While that's good news, the rollback in place for the next 28 days will be tough on small businesses that are already struggling. Joining us now to talk about the challenges ahead, Dan Kelly, the head of the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. Good to talk to you again, Dan. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to begin with that announcement. $300 million, that does sound like a lot, but when it's all divvied out, when all is said and done, is it enough?
No, nowhere close. Look, it's helpful that the provincial government is finally coming to support some of the businesses that have been locked down. But gosh, so much more is needed. The federal government, though, did announce some positive changes on Friday. But you can imagine for businesses that are already just trying desperately to get on their feet to be shut down a second time, so many of them are just not going to make it across the COVID-19 finish line. We're going to see just a clearing out of restaurants and other small businesses as a result of the government restrictions and even just consumer fear of being out during a second wave.
Well, that's it. Even in some regions, we're hearing of stories where some regions are saying, listen, we only want to take locals, or we only want to, we've heard some testimonials in Niagara region saying they're nervous. You know, they're changing their business model right now to try to adapt because no one knows how long this is going to last or these restrictions, how long they're going to be in place. So for any of the business owners that you're speaking with, what else can be done to assist, to help?
Yeah, look, the two big expenses for most small companies are, one, their wage bill, and two, their rent bill. And I am encouraged that just on Friday there was support announced for both support continuing not only over the fall, but until June of next year. So that was a really wise decision on the part of the federal government. They've extended the wage subsidy, they've extended and created a brand new rent subsidy, both of which are a lot better designed than some of their earlier counterparts. On top of that, there was an expansion of the CEBA loan program, but still tons of businesses are slipping through the cracks of these programs. If you're very small, you employ only family members, or you don't have a business bank account, you may not even qualify for some of these programs, and that needs to change. But look, we have, for my members right now, only about 30% of them tell us that their sales are at normal levels. 70% are below water. And I can tell you that most businesses that are open today are losing money every day they're open.
So what does this mean for long term? Obviously, it's tough to predict a timeline here, but if we're going to see a number of these small businesses go under for our economy, what is this going to mean?
It's hugely impactful on the economy more broadly. Behind every door in a small business that closes is a family that no longer has a source of income, and of course, loads of employees that no longer have a job. So really, I encourage everyone to get out there and support their small businesses in their local communities. If we want them to survive, we've got to be there for them. We've created a campaign called Small Business Every Day that allows consumers to take a pledge to support small business on days like Amazon Prime Days. It's even more critical to support small local retailers if we want them to be around during the holiday season.
Yeah, they're definitely part of our community, fabric of our community. Dan, we appreciate your time, and we send our love to all of the small business owners. And yes, do support if you can. Thank you.
Thanks so much.